Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. This is Lisa from the Wright Guidance, and I'm here to bring you your December 1st through the 15th, 2019 guidance. I'm going to be working with two decks and asking your angels and guides to please step forward to be in direct communication with my angels and guides so I can channel in clear and accurate divine guidance for you for your first 2 weeks of the month. We want you to be living your best life. We want you to be on the right path to have the best December of your life. So we're going to work with two decks for your guides to be able to bring in anything to do with your love life, love and relationships in general. They'll use the Psychic Tarot for the heart. And for any messages they want to bring in that pertain to you, you know, putting your best foot forward in the next 2 weeks, the Angel Tarot cards. Okay. So for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Lisa. I am a psychic intuitive. I am a medium. Whatever, there's so many names. I channel in my messages, so if you see me look left, it's because they speak into my left ear. I hear them just like I hear you guys because I have developed that. And I also see videos on my left. They show me, you know, whatever they want to show me in pictures or moving silent film. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, so for those of you who also do tarot, you might not agree on my translation, but they're channeled in. Okay. I will make reference to the signs as the cards get turned over from the tarot, okay? So if you want to see if the association, oh my goodness, really? That many? Okay. We have a lot going on, us Virgos. All right, we're going to start with the tarot, okay? All right, I'm already talking. 1 second, guys. Oh, okay. So whoever does a lot of talking from work, maybe you stand up in front of a crowd, I'm not sure. I guess you have a throat thing going on that they want you to get checked, and maybe you're putting it off because you're totally stubborn, and that's okay. I totally get that. But they want you to get your throat checked. Maybe you just need some meds. I don't know. All right. All right. This is the Five of Water, and that's a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Yes, maybe, or not. Just in case those of you who like me to call out the signs, that's fine. This is really like, you know, crying over spilled milk. So if you think about like the 5 cups that are in front of you, you think of like 5 areas that are the most important to you. Only, you know, most of the cups have fallen over except for 2. Right? So it's like things aren't turning out the way that you hoped, perhaps. And I won't know really what the main subject matter is until I turn over the rest of the cards and they start talking. But the water cards are about relationships and love, right? So things not turning out the way that you had hoped in a relationship. And kind of like crying over spilled milk. Let's see what else is happening. Okay, Page of Earth. We're earth signs, right? Us Virgos, but this could mean, you know, a fellow Virgo or a Capricorn or Taurus. This is good news about finances, okay? This is you putting yourself out there. So if there's a new project or something wonderful that you've been working on, it's about putting that out there because it's going to be totally successful. So it's good news, going to bring you abundance. So whatever it is you've been working on, whatever it is you are thinking about doing in the next 2 weeks, it looks like it's going to be very positive for you, forward movement, perhaps taking on someone's got a side piece, a side job or a side hustle. So it could be a small business you're thinking about starting up, or perhaps joining forces in something in a volunteer way. It's just something else that you're doing. And that's like something new for you to learn. And you know how us Virgos, we love to learn. So this is very much like a learning card, like studying and learning. And it does say that the Page of Earth is scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. So that will be us Virgos in the next 2 weeks, just saying. Okay, so we got the 5 of Water, okay, and now we're getting the 4 of Water. So it's not so awesome, right? So this is that there's been a missed opportunity when it comes to love, okay? And you can see here, just like look at the poor little angel. She's got her head down and she's sad about that, right? So it's like you've missed an opportunity. The 3 cups are in the background. There's just 1 cup, see? There's 1 cup in the foreground, right? So it's like love is right here, right? And what do you have to do to get to it? they're like, keep your eyes open on the possibility there, right? So if there's a possibility, if there's someone in your mind's eye, if there's someone that your heart wants, you know, they don't want you to miss that opportunity because, you know, you're crying over spilled milk and it's like things aren't turning out the way that you had hoped. And, you know, you're upset about that. There's a discontentment about, or, you know, your love life is totally boring. And it's like they want you to reach out to the opportunity that you might see in front of you, or that, hey, there's opportunities out there in front of you. Just open your eyes. All right, let's see what else is happening here. Jesus. 4 of air, and an air sign is a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Yeah. This is, you know, okay. Here's the thing. See how this pretty card? Look how pretty this card is. Okay. This is about, listen, taking time to retrieve your thoughts. So we're represented in traditional tarot as the Hermit card, right? We love to go inwards and problem solve and focus and have that introspection, okay? We're good like that as Virgos. Here's the thing. They want you to make a decision, and the decision will come through hermit mode, through meditation, through prayer, through disconnection. And it's about you taking a rest or a vacation to collect your thoughts about what it is you're going to do next. Or, you know, and that could, it's just like there's, again, the other kind of card said, you know, discontent, boredom, missing an opportunity, not moving forward, you know, in communication because you're crying over spilled milk, or, you know, something didn't turn out the way that you wanted. And they want you to kind of step back and figure out, like, what's your next move? Let's see what else is happening here. Okay. Knight of Fire. Fire sign is Aries, Leo, Sag. And the Knight of Fire is passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. This is a sudden event that needs attention, and they want you to think things through very carefully. So again, it could be that, like, whatever's going to present, and there's going to be too many Virgos to be very specific here because it's not a personal reading, but whatever's going to come up for us Virgos in the next 2 weeks, don't act too quickly, maybe, and maybe kind of really make a decision on what it is you want, right? What does your heart want? What does your intuition tell you? What your guides tell you, for those of you who are totally connected to the spiritual realm? You know, by meditating, asking your crown chakra to open, asking your third eye to open so you can receive visions, for those of you who have that ability. Those of you who are empathic, who can feel other people's energies and who can exchange, what is it you're feeling, and are you going to act upon it? Are you going to not miss the opportunity? Because you got that card, right? The guides don't want you to miss the opportunity because you're holding yourself back, right? So they're like, get on your horse and take charge and be passionate and take that adventure, right? So it's like, think things through carefully, but then you got to take charge, okay? And they're saying, you know, like, time is of the essence. It says right on the card. It's an event that needs attention. Time is of the essence. And it's like, get on your horse and charge forward. Let's see what the Psychic Tarot for the Heart says for relationships. Okay. So the card of rebuilding. Okay. And, you know, rebuilding, see, she's got her hands on her heart center. So perhaps brokenhearted over a situation. Again, that very similar card here, similar picture, you know, sad. Things didn't turn out the way that you wanted. See, things not turning out the way that you wanted. And it's time to rebuild, right? It's time to also not proceed in relationships how you have always been in relationships. So male or female, however, whatever character you've been in those relationships can't be now. Can't be now. The person who's coming in, or the person who you're with now, they've evolved, you've evolved. Or for those of you single, or, you know, divorced, or moving into putting yourself back out there, you can't be that same person. You've got to heal. You've got to rebuild, you know, if it's your self-esteem or whatever, you have to rebuild. But it's like, listen, what do you want love to look like? You have to choose, you know, what character am I here? How do I love? What do I offer? What do I bring to the table? How do I protect? How do I love? How do I profess? How do I provide love? And then, like, really rebuild that by taking good care of you, right? First, you got to take really good care of you, so that way, you know, you're strong for your person. You got to be strong for each other, right? So you have rebuild and then you have release, right? So very, very similar cards. Releasing that old person, releasing that old character, releasing how you've loved in the past and how you express love and how you give love. You have to release the old ways because it's time to put out your best self, put your best foot forward, charge ahead, like the Knight of Fire was saying, okay? Let's see what else is happening here because we got quite a few cards from this deck, okay? Yeah, giving and receiving, right? So how do you give and receive love? Okay, maybe you haven't been receiving love in a super long time. It's like, well, they want that to change, right? You're only going to be able to change when you release the negative, stories that you've been telling yourself. They say 90% of the stories or 90 something percent of the stories we tell ourselves are fake, or, how we blame the other person in past relationships or whatever. It's like, shake it off, release all that. Why do you want to take that where you're going? Rebuild, make your heart strong again by doing that hermit mode, going into introspection. What do I need most right now? And who do I want? And if you don't have someone, that you want, that you see in front of you, then what kind of person do you want? What do you need? What do you offer? Be very clear about what you offer, and then be very clear on what it is you need. And then when that person shows up, you guys can have that discussion about how you would like to give and receive love. Look at this. Look at this. Coming together with someone, perhaps in the next 2 weeks, coming together. So see, green, healing. So it could be healing a situation. Maybe you had a falling out with someone. Maybe you have a falling out with a partner that you are currently together with. But see here, see how both of the people have the power in both of their hands, right? So if one person was the alpha, was in the control seat, and if that was you, especially my male Virgos, you have to release that and give and open and be vulnerable. No guy likes that word. Too bad. Tell that person how you feel. Could repair the relationship. Rebuild, right? You got the card of rebuilding. So you got to change the way that you've loved. You've got to change the way that you've communicated in the past. And you got to do better. So you can come together with whoever you're with. You're going to do better by them. You're going to express love better. You're going to do better intimacy wise. You're going to be romantic. You're going to do all those things. Or you're going to choose to rebuild and say this is my new love character. This is who I really am. And this is really how I want to express my love because I feel safe with this new person that's coming in. So totally good. Totally good. Look at this. Confronting your possible shadow self. Again, having that introspection to see maybe you didn't like who you were in past relationships, or maybe you didn't like what relationships look like so far and the experiences that you had. And, this comes from childhood too, right? See, the person's looking at their inner child in the mirror, okay? Or your shadow self, however you want to see this. And it's we do the best that we can, I think, all the time. I think most people in relationships, but what have you learned so far? And how do you want to make it better? You got to put the effort, right? So it's looking at what love looked like so far, releasing it, right? Because we got the release card. Release it, rebuild your heart, put out there in attraction sense what it is you want, Virgo. Okay, what do you want for love? What do you want for romance? What do you want for intimacy? What do you want for connection? What do you want for giving and receiving? Be very clear. So that way the universe can bring that person to you, okay? Look at this. Come on now. Come on now. If any of my male Virgos, not that I'm not throwing some of us Virgo females under the bus, but you're holding back. Look at this. You are the master. Get your heart out of the box. This is jail cell around this heart. That's no way to live. Your guides are no way. No ma'am, no sir. Coming together with someone. And remember, you got that card of don't miss the opportunity to express how you feel, to take your heart out of this bloody box. This is our last card. Come on. Do the work. I'm going to do my work all year. Do the work. Put your best. You're worthy, right? You're worthy and deserving of the life you want to have, who you want to have it with, how you want to express it. You're worthy of that. And for those of you who are in partnership, you can make it better by effort, choosing, and doing better, right? So send me feedback. You know how much I love that. I get so many messages, text messages, and emails. I love it. thewrightguidance@gmail.com, or if you want to leave it publicly here on the YouTube platform, I love that too. Subscribe to my channel, help me grow, like the video if it resonated with you. I wish you all the best, fellow Virgos. Ciao.